I'm Isaac. I'm a junior communication studies major. So I guess that's a little bit about me, and I'm talking about me. So when I came to Malone, I was a creative writing major. And growing up, I always really liked writing. I liked creative writing. I just loved being able to create something new. And that was just something that I was good at growing up. And so when I came into Malone, I figured I might as well study something that I wanted to be studying. So that was great, and I enjoyed that. And kind of as my studies progressed, I noticed something started happening to me. And I started developing this sort of, I guess you could call it like a critical sense that showed itself in a lot of ways. And this, I mean, it affected like all kinds of ways that I viewed myself in regards to like the way that I was brought up and things that my parents had taught me. It manifested itself through like the way that I viewed my faith. And I started really like questioning like, what is my relationship with God like? And what is like, I started questioning basically everything that I thought I knew about myself. And of course that came over to my studies as well. And I found that like as I would write, just kind of sitting in my dorm room or in the library, like sitting and trying to write, I found it became like really difficult for me because I was very much in my head, and I was trying to figure out a lot of things on my own, and I was questioning my own abilities. And that wasn't fun. That was really difficult for me. And so as I had all this going on, I noticed that a lot of my communication classes that I was taking, because I had room in my schedule, so I was taking some of those. I found that they offered me something that was different than these other classes that I was taking. And instead of like being so much in my head, like it took all these ideas and applied them to like a community and applied them to like people, and it was very like, it got me out of here, because when I was just stuck in my head, like I felt like I couldn't do anything. I was just like, it was like a stalemate for myself. And so that was really cool for me to see, like, all of a sudden I was like freed up because I could get out of here and I could like figure out what it meant to deal with these conflicts and to deal with these things in a context of other people. And I felt like I wasn't alone in that, which was a really, really good feeling. And I realized that that's kind of the community that I wanted to be in. That's how I wanted to study. And that was kind of a change that I made then when I became a comm studies major. And in a way I felt like I was giving up on writing, which like I realized that that's not something I wanted to do. But I realized that it shifted for me, because I realized I couldn't be an effective writer if I was in my head so much. And I know that like it's not that way for everyone, and I think like every major kind of has a goal of helping you become a better individual and better situated in society, and kind of teaches you how to view yourself and people. But for me it was comm that really made that connection, and it was really like that experience of feeling like I was a part of something that really connected it to me. And like Tammy said earlier, like we're doing a musical that I wrote, which is kind of crazy. Like I never expected to be doing that, and I don't think that would have happened without like the influences and the people that comm really brought into my life. Like Andrew was very encouraging and helped me develop a lot of the stuff, and basically like gave me support. Everyone who was in that class, like it was a really great experience for me that gave me something that connected me to other people, which is I think like that's the place that I found like I could work out of. Not so much like trying to figure out things on my own or being in my own head, but realizing that I have all these other people, and that's really like what matters the most to me. So that's me.